What's up, guys? I've done a few videos about a couple Mosin Nagants I bought and stuff like that, but I've never done a video on about the Mosin Nagant itself. And I see a lot of people that really don't know. Most older people that's been in the guns for a while know about them, but people getting that's newer into getting into guns or in their 20s, they unless their dad had one or something like that, they might not know anything about them. I couldn't tell you how many people I've led into buying these guns for maybe they was on a budget, needed a hunting gun, or just wanted a rifle, just for collecting purposes. Um, my dad owned somewhere between 10 and 15 of them. He owned a bunch. I know he at least had 10 of them in different variations. I've owned a few myself. I've owned probably 7 or 8. I got a few bad ones, but I don't know what was up with that deal, but they all came from the same place, and I got rid of them. But every other Nagant I've ever shot's been a good gun. But the whole purpose of this video is kind of along the lines of I did give a little information about the gun, and I guess I'll title it "Why Buy a Nagant" or something like that, because the few people I was talking to, there's so many benefits of buying a gun like this. It almost seems too good to be true in some ways. Like pretty much whenever I tell people that Nagants cost around 100 to 125 bucks, they're like, "Well, what's wrong with it? Why is it so cheap?" And the fact is, it isn't. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just they made so many of them. Russia used these guns for many wars, and many different countries used them. I can't remember how many of these were made, but it was one of the most mass-produced guns of ever of all time. It's I think the AK-47 is the most mass-produced, but it's up there. It's That's why you can find them so cheap, because there's still such a great supply of them. And some of the games can run pretty expensive, like um, the shorter ones. They're a lot harder to find, so the Model 44s or whatever, so they can run up there. But the M91 30s, that's what this is called. They're Russian. They either come from Tula plant or Ivesky. And one of the good things about them is they cost about around 100 bucks. I bought this on sale for, I think I paid 95 out the door with it, and after taxes and everything. But the round itself is compared a lot to the 30-06. It's shorter, but it's a it's wider. Um, it's got more knockdown than a 30-06. The round itself is a 7.62 by 54R. These are zinc plated MFSs. These are pretty good rounds. Um, but this is 174 grain. Um, you can get them in hunting rounds if you want that. They're great hunting rounds. We used to take pretty much anybody that came over to go hunting with us when we was younger. After we made sure they could shoot and went with safety over them and everything, we always gave them the Gants to go out. So if you want a rifle, if you want to either bulk up your supply, buy a few rifles. You can buy 3 of these. You can have them in different variations and bulk up your gun cabinet a little bit. Add a few more guns to your collection, or have a few guns to give people to go deer hunting. Sometimes you need to adjust the front sights and stuff like that, but other than that, it's good. But most guns need to be zeroed. Most rifles, or you at least need to check the zero anyway. If you buy a scope if you buy a rifle and intend to put a scope on it, you're gonna have to set it. That's just part of owning guns. Anyway, now on these, mounting a scope isn't real. You can do it, but you have to. It's not as simple as other guns, because this bolt right here, it curves up, and I don't want to knock it over, but it curves up, and that'll hit a scope. So you need to have the bolt modified to curve down, and they got different kind of scope setups where you can use or whatever. But you can buy, it's an expensive gun, but the PU scope, and even though it's like Russian gun or Russian scope, military scope. Scopes back then wasn't very good. I mean, I think it's a low power scope, non-adjustable. It's it's not ideal for sniping. It just people was good back then. But anyway, another good war movie that this gun was used in was Enemy at the Gates. If you haven't seen that movie and you're into war movies, that's definitely one of the better ones. It's at least my top 10 favorite movies. These guns are just great guns. They're accurate. Some are more accurate than others, but you're definitely going to be able to get a 2-inch group out of it, no problem. I mean, that's even the worse off condition ones. And you're talking about with iron sights. I mean, these can range very accurate. Research them on Google. People make 1,000-yard shots with these guns. Like I said, the round itself has got more knockdown than a 30-06, slightly. It's I don't consider it as accurate, but Russia, pretty much the Eastern Bloc, Russia and all those countries that was in the Warsaw Pact and all stuff like that. This is their 30-06 round. They using their light machine guns, the Dragunov, pretty much anything hunting. You know what I'm saying? It's a military style gun. It's large enough to be in that caliber. Is 7.62 by 54R. It's an extremely old round, and it may be one of the. I think someone told me one time that it's one of the oldest rounds still in military use. You know, and like I said, I think it was 1891, maybe even sooner than that. They had different models that this gun was produced. But yeah, that's just some of the reasons why these are great guns. In the 70s, my dad said you used to be able to go into a store and pick them up for $20 a piece. And see now, you know, they've went up quite a bit, just like the SKSs used to be so lucrative. But you can still get good ones. This is an ATI, American Tactical, I don't know, Imports or Industries, whatever ATI stands for. But I've bought a couple of those, and those are good guns. I've heard Arsenal refurbishes them too. I've heard good things about those. By refurbishing them, just pretty much putting them together, you know, once they get them in. I don't think they redo the stocks or anything, because these are all dipped in Cosmoline still. And you can get all the Cosmoline off the stock. I normally leave it on the stock, but I get it out of the barrel. I'm going to do a disassembly video here pretty soon. I've been real busy lately. I've got a lot of videos lined up. But I'm probably going to show you how I remove most of the Cosmoline from the actions. And I'm probably going to also do just a small disassembly video, just to show you how to pop everything off the rings. And it's real simple to take apart. That's another thing that's good about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching.